Good day. It is Chimane Okoli here, and once more, I'm here to talk about HIMpact Tech. HIMpact Tech is simply a program that hopes to introduce about 500 boys to technology between the ages of 8 and 18. I had done a previous introductory video where I had gone on to share very important details that you need or you may need if you are looking at considering your son, your ward, your nephew, your relative, from all over the world. It is very free. We're just looking at closing the gender gap in tech and also introduce young boys, as it were, and to open them up to opportunities, even in the same tech industry. And for this video, the most important thing that I want to do, and I hope I do that quickly, is to help do some form of guidance counseling. So one of the things that we know, especially for people here in Nigeria and Africa, there's very little guidance counseling, as it were. Very few people at some point in our lives had sat us down and say, oh, as regards career, this is what you are supposed to do, this is what you are not supposed to do. And so, especially with technology and the fact that there was the technology revolution and almost all of us now are doing one or two things in technology, I don't even think it's possible to live in civilization or in communities today without use of technology, without the use of technology in one way or the other. And so there's this whole thing of, oh, there's money in tech, there is this in tech, tech bros are people who are chilling and all of that. It is not necessarily true, or let me rephrase it, it is not the whole truth. And what I'm just trying to do here is to help you as a parent or as a young boy who wants to take part in this program to not make the mistake that a lot of people have made ahead of you. A lot of people join tech for the wrong reasons. They didn't care about their personality. They didn't care about what their basic strengths were. They didn't care about what their weaknesses were. They just felt like, oh, if it's for the money, I'm going to do whatever I want to do for the money. And by the time I'm done, I'm going to have the money, no matter what it takes. I'm going to endure. That is not the way to do profitable work. What I'll be doing now is to run you through the programs that we have again in HIMpact Tech and and let you know what the requirements are for each program. So very important, this is a must listen to video before you go on to sign up for HIMpact Tech on the 25th of July. This is a must listen to video. You must listen to it. Please share it with other people. You can watch it with your parents if you are a young boy. If you are a parent, you can watch it with your young boys. If you are a nephew, just whatever. Just ensure that you talk so that it is a profitable use of both their time and your resources and their resources also. So the first course that we have here is web development. And if you've seen websites, a lot of us have interacted with websites before. You are watching this on YouTube and chances are that you have visited google.com before. For example, google.com is a website and YouTube also has a website, which is a landing page, as it were, thereabout, that leads you to some other things. It's a web app, but website. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So when you type in whatever.com or .org or .edu or .ng, you are basically interacting with a website. The bulk of us have interacted with websites before. And so one of the things that I'm going to be doing is introducing these young boys who are interested in web development, website development, how to build out those websites. We are just, remember from the introductory video, it is just an introductory course. So the first thing that I would say as regards gadgets is that you have to use a computer or a laptop or a phone. You can use either. So I had spoken with the instructor and we've been able to come up with a compromise for people who perhaps do not have access to laptops or computer systems, and they can use their phones to actually do what we are doing, introduce them to website development. Please, I beg you, for us listening and those who listen to, data is a prerequisite because the bulk of the classes are online, and it's very important that you use data to interact either with your teacher or submit your assignment and stuff like that. So for all the courses, we are going to use data. Now, when we look at the human being, what type of human beings should venture into web development? If you are really interested in problem solving, if you are interested in, you are just fascinated by websites and you are interested in problem solving, and you have the ability to concentrate to sit down for long periods of time looking at a screen and writing numbers and some very, very funny phrases, then it's something that should go for you. If you are a young boy and you know that you don't mind watching and typing, because it's one thing to watch movies. People can watch movies, seasonal movies, anime, and all of that. But it's one thing to not entertain yourself on the screen, as it were, but to actually just actively type. That's very important. Then web development is for you. The next course career path that we have, number 2, is photography. So you can either use your phone or a digital camera, but because it's an introductory class, the bulk of what we are teaching is going to be mobile first. So it is phones. So use your phone, whatever, Android, iOS, bring it on. You are going to learn the basics of photography, and we are prioritizing a mobile first experience because, of course, getting through to digital cameras and the proper video editing softwares and the proper photo editing software is a totally different ball game. So another thing, so what type of human being should be interested in the photography path? If you have a keen eye for details and you like aesthetics is simply the way things look outside. If you look at this space and you're like, no, this is not supposed to be there and all of that, or you just look at people's pictures and you're like, this angle, if they had done this and done that. Yeah, once you are that type of person that has that attention to details, I think that photography is one place that you can begin to look at and take advantage of. If you have young boys who can take stunning photos even without training, this is very important. This will help them going forward. The third career path that we have is graphic design. So graphic design, we are focusing also on mobile phones because it's what the bulk of the population that we're reaching out to has access to. So we're looking at mobile phones. If you see people's flyers and you're like, this looks like an obituary instead of a birthday flyer, who designed this? Or if they had just carried this or put this there, or this color combination is not good. Once you are that type of person who is into aesthetics, once you like communication and solving problems visually, perhaps you excelled in bars, in bar charts, in graphs, you knew how to draw from like very little thereabout, this graphic design is a very important career path that you may want to begin to try out and see where it leads you. So once you are also an aesthetics person, but this time you are looking at communication, not just camera angles and the pose and all of that, you are bad graphics just offend you. I think this is very important. This is a very important career path that you should go through. The fourth career path that we have is journalism. So also for journalism is mobile first. If you are a curious person, you are very curious, you like to find out how things are done, why they are done the way they are done, and perhaps carry out your findings or ensure that when you find out, you are able to get the people in the right authority to take action or whatever. I mean, watch your boys at home, those who are hyper inquisitive and like following up with processes and reporting the things that they've gotten. This is an important career path that they should begin to venture into. Also, if they are skilled with communicating, either writing or talking and stuff like that. You see, this journalism, it is my recommendation for them. So if you have any young boys that has this particular gift and talent, tell them to take this in journalism. The fifth course that I have is creative writing and storytelling. The fifth course that we have is creative writing and storytelling. Of course, it's mobile first, so we are very much into the mobile side. There's an extra thing in this course, but I will not say it here because I just want those who are interested in creative writing and storytelling to join the course. One thing that you need is curiosity and observation. If you are very curious also, but in addition to your curiosity, you like playfulness and you have vivid imaginations. You can imagine things like myself. I really do not watch movies because I believe that I could come up with more interesting scenarios in my head. So I mean, that's where I am. So if you are playful, you are vivid like me, this particular course is your go-to course. So creative writing and storytelling, I tell you, it is just a world on its own. And if you are confused about all other courses, please come to this creative writing and storytelling. It will help you in your life going forward. at some point it will just help your ability to compel people with your ability to tell stories. It's going to blow your mind. The sixth career path that we have is game development and animation using Scratch. So yeah, although introductory, it is heavily centered on a system or a laptop. So a computer system or a laptop is what you should have, is the requirement that you should have before you pick this particular course. If you are into creativity, imagination, you have an interest in characters, anime, not just watching it, but you have an interest in, oh, this is how the camera character is, this is character development and all of those things. You like games, you just like games, you can play games, you want to find out how it's being done, and perhaps even you have an idea, your son has an idea or a young boy has an idea for a game and all of that. This is a very interesting course that you can take to know if it's something that you want to do long term or you will not do long term. The seventh part that we have is artificial intelligence, AI. So I am also certified in this field, and we have someone who is great that's taking us. If you love data, now one of the things that a lot of people do not know about AI is artificial intelligence is heavily data dependent. So if you love data, if you love gathering data, gathering information, or you are just fascinated by what we call artificial intelligence and AI, not just that you want to use it to generate good pictures or use it to do some writing and all of that. No, you like really want to know how does this thing work. Then this is where you should be. This is the course that the young boy should take. It is heavily dependent on your phone. You really don't need a system for this introductory course. One of the traits that you should have as a human being if you are going in here, this place, is that you should have strong problem solving skills and analytical skills. You must love processes. So if you have a young boy that has impeccable problem solving skills, the person is very, very analytical with the way they do their things, and the person likes processes. If they say you put 2 cups of gari, then 1 bottle of water, they want to do 2 cups of gari, then 1 bottle of water. They just love processes and following things through. This is the particular course that they should have. And finally, last but not the least, our career path 8, which is content creation. It is phone first. Of course, we know that there's the creator economy now. There are vlogs, there are blogs, there are just different ways that one can create content. If this is you, you like, as they say in Nigeria, you like to one ring light and just talk. This is you. So we are leveraging the phone. You don't really need a system to or laptop to get this done. If you are big on creativity and idea generation, you just manufacture ideas and scenarios in your head. This is the very important place to be. If you also have strong communication skills and you are authentically interesting, not that you are even pretending. Okay, even if you pretend, but you are interesting, you can turn yourself into someone who is interesting, and people can listen to you. People can watch you for a long period of time, just doing your thing or talking about something or acting out something. It is something that you do, then this is the course for you. It's something that the young boys do, then this is the course for them. I ran through these 8 important courses, and it's very important to go through it. It is fine to discuss and ask questions before you actually fill the form. It's important to note that the forms will be live on the 25th of July, so do well to sign up. But before you sign up, please, this particular video, watch it and watch it again. Talk with the young boy. Don't think that you want to make the decision for him. A lot of us would have done a whole lot better if we were allowed to do the things that we were supposed to do, the things that we thought we were interested in. So parents and guardians, I beg you, please, this is not a popularity context. Allow your young boy to pick himself. You can guide expertly, you can ask questions, but just ensure that it's not a program that they go in because they are trying to relive your life or get into a field that you think that is important for them. As I said earlier, the major goal of this is to give these young boys a head start in this tech career path. Two very important things that should happen at the end of this HIMpact Tech course. Is the first thing is a group of people that will say, oh, I chose this career path and I've traveled a bit into it and I love it. It's something I believe I want to do long term for maybe the next 20 years or the next 3 decades, thereabout of my life, which is great. It is very interesting. The second group of people are the people that I applaud because it takes a lot of self-awareness to know that, oh, I thought I was interested in this, but with taking this course and going a bit into it, I just feel like I don't want to do it. I think there's something else that I want to do. This is very important. It just saves them from making mistakes in the future and thinking that they are well suited for a particular career path when they are actually not. So please do well to like, subscribe, and share this video. Share it to several young boys, and also in the comments on the 25th of July, you would see the link in this particular comment. Please, once more, we beg you, it is not a popularity contest. Allow the young boys choose. Allow the young boys just say what they are interested in and get on with the course. I would also advise, if as a young boy you are not so sure what you want to do, you see that creative writing and storytelling, and go for it first of all. There is no way it will not be beneficial to you in life. So just go for the creative writing and storytelling if you are unsure of every other career path. So thank you so much. Remember, if you know better, you will do better.